Hey there, and welcome back to my Build Log series. We've got my third installment, and I must say this is my favorite because I'm finally getting something done. As I said in my last Build Log, at the very end, I was thinking of reversing the colors of these, with the light bluish gray becoming the main and the dark bluish gray becoming the contrast. I really do like this color combination, but I don't have enough of the dark bluish gray wedge plates to make it work. Still, you see me go through a few different variations in the hopes that maybe, just maybe, I can make it work. But it doesn't. Having finally conceded to the fact that it will not work with dark bluish gray wedge plates, I start in on the light bluish gray. I decided to change up the way the light bluish gray wedge plates were angling to make the dark bluish gray stripes look less like stripes. Having now run out of light bluish gray wedge plates, I just finish out the section with tiles and plates to give it some texture. Now you see me doing that technique I told you about in the last video, using Technic pins stuck in the bottom of the frame with the slopes connected to them, like so. Time to start in on the lower extending area of the ship. Here's the concept art again for reference. I chose white as my primary color because that's the one I have the most pieces in for this kind of a thing. Fortunately for me, I got quite a few of those curved slopes at the pick-a-brick wall. This was my first plan. It was to have the curved slopes connected to 1x4 bricks with studs on the side, and then a plate running across those two bricks. I then realized that I would buy myself way more space if I used these gray 1x2x1, I don't know their names, but I'd buy myself way more space if I used them to connect to the sides. Here as I'm finishing out the frame, I'm just not liking it. I don't think it fits what I'm going for. It's kind of bulky and kind of ugly, and it's not very sturdy, and I don't know how well it's going to attach to the large gray section. So I set the white section aside and begin work on the gray one again. I realize I need to add some more height to it. So I fill in the gap between the sides with another bit of Technic frame to keep it sturdy and such, and then work on making it taller. With that done, I realized that instead of doing the bottom white chunk, I want to do the top one. Concept art again for reference. My reason for doing this was that the top one kind of has a foundation to come off of because it comes off the top of the gray chunk. Whereas the bottom one, I had to build the whole thing and then figure out a way to attach it. I start working on a few different ideas I have for how to achieve the curved edges. And right off the bat, I've got the keeper. I came up with this idea off camera, grabbed a few pieces to see if it would work, saw that it did, jumped back into my chair, and started filming again. here's the finished product. I'm not completely sold on the placement of the wedge plates on the front. I may change that later, but I'm not totally sure on how to connect them. I'm also not sure what I want to do between each side of the curved slopes. Right now I just have a tile running all the way through, but I may switch that out for something else later. I'm all ears if one of you guys have a suggestion. Alright, that wraps her up. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you've missed any videos up to this point, there's a link to the playlist in the description below. Comment below with any ideas you have about the ship, and I will see you soon.